Ooh, alright. So whip or flying? What would be better to use for copy ability? Oh, gosh. I mean, I guess whip, as much as I love flying. Or what, Wind Kirby, whatever it's called. I love that one so much, but whip has to take the cake. Okay, would you rather be a fucking ball or would you rather be a doctor? Well, I think I'd rather be a doctor. Something about a PhD in explosives sounds about nice. ESP or mirror? Fuck, dude, those are both really good. Mirror is OP and a classic, but I mean, this is probably even more fun to use and maybe a little bit more busted. So that's the newer gen painting, and that is the poison. I think poison I would rather use. I use that more often. I don't really use the new paint too much. A fucking janitor or spider? I think the spider's a little bit more fun. Staff or yo-yo? Both are equally good in their own right, but I think yo-yo is superior. I find that a lot more fun. Archer or old school painter? Old school painter is good. Yeah, that one's pretty good. I suck at archer, but I think archer I didn't give enough credit, and if I recall, it does decent damage. So I think archer, because this one you kind of lose after first use, I think. So I would have to go archer. Bell Kirby or a literal fucking clown? I mean, this one's not terrible, but I think Bell Kirby is easily one of the strongest, like, newer copy abilities. Okay, this is like the rock Kirby from Squeak Squad, right? Where you can, like, actually walk. And then this is literally just a fucking rocket. So I don't even know what this copy ability does, or if you could reuse it. I know this one a little bit better, so I would say this one. Ooh, okay. So you got the plasma, and then you got UFO. If I recall correctly, plasma is a top tier one, especially when you're strafing, and charge up that electric ball. I mean, that's pretty good. I think everyone would agree. Yo-Yo 2 Electric Boogaloo or Animal? Fuck, dude. I love Animal so much from Squeak Squad. Oh, Animal's good. But if I'm going with other Yo-Yo, I mean, Yo-Yo all around is good. Okay, Cutter, and then this one. This one I don't know the name of. It's not Ice Kirby. It's like something else. I only remember seeing it from the anime. So I would have to say Cutter. Okay. What the fuck is this? So you got Little Bro and you got Drill. Well, I don't know what the fuck Little Bro does, but I mean, do I do it for the laughs? Oh no, I do Drill, because Drill's good. Okay, Gun or Goop? Outside of Dream Buffet, I think this is kind of fucking useless. It could be like another like stone case where it's invincibility, but no. For technicality purposes and for use, I think Gun. Okay, so I thought this was Suplex, but I think this is fighting because it's red. And then Bubble? I don't remember Bubble too much. I know fighting is pretty good. And then this is different. This isn't fire. I don't know what the fuck that is. Neither, I don't know that either, so I'm really sorry if this is better than that. But I've not seen this in probably forever, and my knowledge of it is literal dog shit, so I don't know exactly what it is. Whip and Doctor. Oh, this is rough. I think Doctor has more going for it, honestly. Like, Whip's good, but Doctor has, like, healing stuff. It's got a little bit of fire, a little bit of electricity. Maybe a little bit of, like, I don't know, frost, too? I have no idea, but Doctor's pretty good. ESP or Poison? Well, I mean, this one, obviously, Poison's good, but it doesn't match that. Spider and Yo-Yo. Well, Yo-Yo is a classic and also really good. Archer and Bell, kind of no competition. Plasma or Stone. I mean, this one's kind of... It's okay, it's a classic, but it's kind of boring. You move so slow, and there's very little you could do. And this one is kind of strong, so... the other Yo-Yo or Cutter? Oh, gosh. Well, I have to go with other Yo-Yo. Cutter's good, but I'm a Yo-Yo guy. Drill or Gun? Gun is good, but I feel like Drill can hit a wider range of enemies, and it's also really strong, so I'm gonna have to go with Drill. Fighting, obviously, because I don't know what the hell that is. I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of shit for that. ESP, easy. Sorry, Bell, but Yo-Yo, easy. Okay. I know it'd be pretty funny to see Yo-Yo versus Yo-Yo, but, spoiler alert, I think ESP is gonna win against Yo-Yo, so it doesn't really matter. But also, I don't get why there's two Yo-Yos. I know they're different, but... ESP. Not ESP, dipshit. Plasma. Drill or Fighting? Drill. Fighting's good, but Drill. I already spoiled it. Sorry. Oh gosh. I can't really use Plasma that good. I'm a shit player when it comes to Plasma. But for the benefit of the doubt, use Plasma. And then between these two, I mean, Plasma appears in more games, so obviously Plasma, but if ESP was in more games, definitely that. Because in my opinion, it's a lot more fun and just as broken. Oh, the Magician or Chef? I mean, this is a one-time use. It's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. And it helps you in tight situations, but... I don't know. This one, to me, if I remember, it was a lot of fun. Ghost or Scan? Isn't Scan literally just copy abilities? So is Kirby just getting the ability to copy? So he's copying a copier that's copying abilities? Is that what it is? I mean, cool fucking mask, but... Isn't this useless? Isn't this literally just the same ability he has? I'm pretty sure it is. I loved Ghost, but I don't really remember what it did. And I don't think it was all too useful. But if I recall, I could be so wrong, but I'm pretty sure this copies something. So I'm gonna say Ghost. There's Suplex. Okay, so Jet or Suplex. Jet is pretty good, but if I recall, I was bad at it and there wasn't a lot of use for it. And it's just like Wing, where it's used to fly and give you like boost. But what's the point of it if there's Wheel and Wing? And Suplex I was never good with, but I know Suplex can be useful. So I'm gonna say Suplex. Wait a fucking second. Is there two fucking Suplexes? Okay, so there's Cupid. I don't know if that's Arrow or not. So Cupid or another Suplex? Other Suplex. Okay, so Laser and Beam. Well, I think Beam has the better laser. So I'm gonna say Beam. Bomb or... What is that? Crash? So, medium bombs or small bombs and big fucking nuke. But you can only use the nuke once. But it hits the entire screen and for good damage. As much as I want to say bomb, because you don't lose the ability and bomb can be pretty nice, this one is pretty strong. Especially in Forgotten Land. That one is good. Cutter or Festival, right? Festival, I think that's the name. Cutter, honestly, because I think that's one-time use as well. Fighter again and Fire. I'm gonna be honest, I've never really been a huge fan of Fire. I know Fire's good, but Fighting I liked better. Obviously Hammer. I mean, Hammer is top tier. Ice or Leaf? Ice, for sure. Sorry, Leaf. I mean, Leaf's good, actually. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Leaf's good, but I like Ice more. And I think it's a little bit more useful in my opinion. I mean, oh, Mike is good, but against Mech, there's no contest. Needle Ninja. Ninja I used to be shit at, and I used to think it was garbage, but in newer games, it's actually good. A Needle is okay, but it depends on the game. So I think Ninja. Parasol or Sand? I mean, obviously Sand. Sand is a lot better in the newer games. Sleep. Yeah, it doesn't even heal you in Deluxe. And yeah, that's obvious. I mean, that's like my 5-year-old self being a coward. And then that's actually pretty decent. Oh, fuck. Okay, you give me, like, the poster copy ability, and then you give me the one I love the most, so... Tornado, obviously. Ghost, I like, but we're going with that. Oh, wow, okay. Suplex. I think they're both the same. I might be so wrong about this. One might be a different ability with a blue bandana or ribbon or whatever the fuck. I don't know. But this one actually shows what the hell's doing. I don't. Beam or crash. Beam. Beam attack. Yeah, definitely beam. Beam. Cutter or fighter. Ooh. This is tough. This is a tough one. Ooh, yikes. I would say fighter. A younger me would say fighter. But I'm gonna go for cutter. So, we got hammer and ice. I mean, obviously hammer. I think that's the obvious choice. Obvious choice. I'm not even gonna linger on that one. I mean, that's good. And I will keep saying this is good. But this one is so broken. Because it's literally just like stone, where you have invincibility for one of your moves, where you can't get hit. And then every other move is god tier. So sand is good. And then I'm still gonna go for tornado, I think. Again, like I said, I don't know if I said this before, but suplex I'm not a fan of. Cutter's grown on me, but I think I've always been a beam person. Hammer mech. Oh gosh. I mean, mech's so good. It's so cool. The moves are awesome. It's not as... Mech didn't end up being as cool as I thought it would be, but it's still really good. Sand or tornado. Okay. This is where I part ways, tornado. I'm sorry. I love tornado. I would choose it over sand because fuck the beach. But I mean, let's be honest. Sand is stronger. Sand is obviously better. Beam, obviously. That one can only go so far. I like mech out of the two, and in my opinion, it's a little bit more useful. Now mech and beam. Oh fuck, dude. This is where the beam attack ends. I'm sorry, Failboat. I have failed you, but I have to go with mech. Oh boy, and some of my favorites. This is gonna be challenging. So ESP is good. I forget what you could do with ESP. I need to look this up, but I know ESP is very powerful. It's got a lot of tough moves, and if I recall, ESP you can teleport with one of your moves. But I think that might be wrong. I might be thinking of Magalore and his like teleportation. Mech is so good. It's got like a Kamehameha blast. It's got little pellets. It's got like 2 fireballs that you can shoot at an arc. And it's got like a move where you could spin and have like a plasma aura around you. Oh, but so this is tough. But here's the thing. As cool as mech is, it is a little bit useless than I thought it would be. So I think I have to go with ESP. And cool. Let's go. Looks like ESP wins. I guess this was kind of my opinion. I feel like some of these could rank higher, some of these could be better than the other, but at the end of the day, I think it's people's preference. I mean, hey, if this was a tier list or a bracket of my favorite copy ability, Tornado would definitely be at the top. Tornado and ESP. It would have been Tornado ESP, but again, I'm going for things that are actually useful. So, pretty good.